Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel and the vlog. In this episode, we're going to be putting some of the final touches on the Garage Idiots MR2 VW Honda project. So in this video, I'm going to be getting a lot of work done, so it'll be a lot of time lapse and some of that stuff. I'll kind of explain what I'm doing as we go, and also I'm going to address some questions that have come up in regards to the project, just a couple little things there. So I'm going to get to work. This is going to be probably our second to last video on the bug, as this thing's going back to Preston in a few days. So with that, let's get to work. Fast forward, today is now tomorrow. That doesn't make any sense actually, but it does to me, so that's all that matters. So I've been doing a bunch of work on here, and it was a lot of little tedious work, so it wasn't really anything I was feeling. It was entertaining, so I decided to just get the work knocked out and we would catch up when we started doing some other stuff. So here we are. Everything's been welded. We've got a lot of stuff cleaned up, sanded down. There were a few areas that, as we bent them, it left some lines in the tube. Just nothing really in the mill scale, but we just wanted to clean up a lot of this, so we've been working on that. Pretty much everything's welded in. I don't think there's anything left, but we'll go through and obviously inspect everything. But now I'm going to work on some gussets. I'm going to finish up the steering box, seatbelt tabs. And that's it. So I think the first thing we'll do is start knocking out a couple of these gussets, and we'll cut those on the table as well as the seatbelt tabs and go from there. To address one thing people were asking about, this firewall here has nothing to do with the seatbelts. The tab actually sits off the back here on top of it, and the firewall is all up here on the front of it. The bottom, I don't know exactly where it's going to mount down here, so we got to figure that out. But that'll probably be a Preston project, something for him to do. But as far as these upper seat belts, yeah, that firewall doesn't affect it at all. So let's cut some tabs and gussets and go from there. As you saw, we got some tabs cut out. I went ahead and cleaned them up, and now I'm gonna put some dimple dies in these before we weld them on. So it wouldn't be a race car without dimple dies. We make our dimple die, and it can actually bow the plate a little bit. So what I do after the dimple die's in it, I will come back and press it back down with the dimple wrapped around it. So we should be able to flatten the plate out now. And now we have our dimpled gusset. Let's do the rest. Alright, so we're doing a gusset here and here. This guy is going to go right there. Kind of can't hold the right angle. There we go. That guy is going to go there. And then the other one is going to match it on the back side here. So these two will be gusseted. It'll give it a lot of strength. So that's the rear. And then up here, we're going to be doing something a little different because I did want to gusset here, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. I can't really go forward because the lip of the bug kind of falls in there. So what I'm going to do is use this. This is a saddle gusset. It's just cut out and then bent around a tube. And then what it does is flows in like so. I've got to shape it a little bit. As you can see, it's not exactly fitting perfect. So I'm going to shape that up. It's not too bad on that side. But that will go there, and it gussets top and bottom, so you get a really nice grab that gives a lot of strength to this tube here. And then back here, I had a bunch of these tabs. I'm going to trim them a little bit, but these will work perfect for the seat belts here. So I'm going to put the seat in, mark where those go, and we'll go from there. The only other gussets left are the strut tower back here. I'm going to add a little bit of a different gusset there. I'm still working on that one. So I'm going to get the seat in, get this marked, finish that gusset, and then burn everything in at once with the seat back out. All right, got the driver's side done. Gusset up there, gussets, gussets. Try to get those even there. And then this guy here. So this was one I was really, I'm still debating adding a second gusset here. I can't decide if I want to or not. Just the way the strut tower is, I don't know. I want to make sure this thing is as strong as possible because this is, yeah, I don't know. There's just some weirdness with that steel there. So if we spread the load out, it'll help. So we may come back in here with one more gusset there, but don't know yet. But I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing having this guy there, and of course these two guys, and you can see the saddle gusset there. It wraps all the way around. So now I'm gonna move over. Oh, I got the seatbelt tabs in too. Got those marked up and welded in for the top belts. Like I said, those are not affected by the firewall because it goes up and over. And even when this flat firewall goes in, it'll have a lip here that sits and goes through that. So not a problem. So I'm gonna jump over to the passenger side, knock that out, and that's gonna be just about it for this one. Like I said, just a lot of work, and another area you can see we're cleaning a bunch of, just getting everything smoothed out with the DA and just cleaned up nice. So I'm gonna get these gussets in and go there. Well, it's coming together. All the gussets are done that I wanted to do. Still debating that rear strut tower gusset, but we got them all in. Ooh, that's hot still. These guys turned out really well. I was happy with the angle I got to be able to pull a bead all the way around it, so that's not too bad. Nice and clean for them. I gotta clean up a bunch of this already. I cleaned a lot of this up, but I forgot I was gonna add gussets, and so I gotta come back in and clean all these weld BBs up. That's what we use the needle scaler for. Yeah, so all together, we are just about done. The only thing we have left to do is, well, we got to get all the nutserts on for the dash panels, finish up the steering. We did clean that up a bit, started rounding that corner up, and gonna finish this up tomorrow. Firewall, we'll get the last, whatever they're called, tabs with nutserts, so there's no nuts. It's kind of like what we used on the race car. I might have one of them here. Yeah, like this guy here. So it'll be a nutsert. If I can zoom in, a nutsert. Come on. There we go. So that'll work. But it'll all be nutserted on the front here and the dash and the rear firewall. And then I'll give Preston the other tabs for the seat belts on the lower side because we're not 100% sure where they're going. But yeah, I think this helped a lot. I really like that. That spreads the load down on that tube, and that makes me feel a lot better about it. These guys, they did a good job too. I really like the way the saddle gusset falls in there. The only thing I don't like is they're a little hard to weld because this is usually, they're really thin. It's just you don't have a good gap in there. Because normally you want a good 45-degree angle for the weld to fall into. Honestly, TIG welding that probably would have been better, but at any rate, we are done. Yeah, I keep looking over everything, but the cage itself is done. It's all welded in. I don't think there's anything that's missing. We'll triple check everything. So in the next video, which will probably be the last video, we will get all these panels done. We'll decide if we're going to do anything with that or leave that for Preston. Maybe I'll mock something up and let him weld it up. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. Well, thank you again for spending some time with me on the Team Olympus YouTube channel and vlog. Tonight was a little bit different, as I said. It was kind of just a lot of work. I had to get a bunch done, but the bug cage is complete. The only thing we have left now is some cosmetics and a few other things, as we mentioned. We'll wrap those up and get this back to Preston. If you liked the video, make sure to give us a thumbs up below. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down. Hit us up in the comments. Tell us what you think, good, bad, or indifferent. We want to hear your comments. We appreciate them and value everything. If you're not subscribed, make sure you get subscribed. We just did a giveaway at 3,500 subscribers, and we're not too far off from 4,000 subscribers. So when we hit 4,000, we'll be doing another giveaway. We'll probably be giving away another hoodie or some headlights or something cool like that. So make sure you keep on following us because we're really close. We've got a lot of cool stuff in store for the future. Even though this project is coming to a close, we have 2 new projects coming into the shop. We also have the Garage Idiots Miata that's going to be coming to the shop. We're taking this guy back and bringing the Miata on the way home. So we'll be doing a cage on that. It'll probably be right after this, so we'll probably knock that out real quick. It won't be as long because there's not a lot of stuff we have to do. It already had a cage, so it's kind of already set up for it. It's just the tube work. This next week, I'll be heading out to California to bring back 2 projects, so make sure you stay tuned for that because we'll do some videoing for that. And then February 1st, we got something cool launching, so keep watching our videos to find out what that is. Oh, and it's just me tonight, so I guess a fist bump for you and a fist bump for you.